What more do we know about this 10 billion figure?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, much better.
Right. So just like I was saying, the finance minister said 2020, which is next year, will be very, very key on the retooling of the Ghana Armed Force, and the Air Force will play an important role. What we are learning from the data that we've been tracking from both the 2025 budget and next year's budget is that we are going to have our defense budget being increased to some 10.8 billion Ghana cedis in 2026. And let me walk you through the breakdown of this 10.8 billion cedis. We understand the headquarters, which definitely will be manning the compensation of employees, the salaries of those under the Ministry of Defense will take about 7 billion Ghana cedis. Feeding for the armed force will be around 300 million Ghana cedis. We also have retooling of the Ghana Air Force, very, very important. The finance minister said it yesterday, and we also understand that that will cost the state some 2.7 billion cedis next year. And the construction of forward base in the northern parts of the country, northern border security, and as well as the establishment of new barracks will cost the state some 150 million Ghana cedis. So essentially, the defense budget is expected to hit some 10.7 or 10.8 billion cedis next year, and the retooling of the Air Force plays an important role.
We also understand that this is expected to go up by 70%, Ghana's defense budget. Is this the first time that we're seeing such an exponential jump in our defense budget?
If you look at the 10.7 or 10.8 billion, definitely what you see that this is the highest since independence. And the checks we've done is that the average increment over the past 3 years has been around 40%. But this year, the expectation, and based on what we are seeing in the budgets, is that defense budgets will go up by 70%. That definitely is an outlier when you look at the annual growth rate in terms of defense budget. What we also understand is that if you look at the retooling of the Ghana Air Force, majority of that will come from the procurement of the ultra-modern or new or modern helicopters, which the finance minister said is going to be in 4 years. So definitely you can't compare, the budget of 6.4 billion last year to next year's 10.7 billion. You can see a huge difference. And it's interesting that just, 3 months after that helicopter crash that killed 8, including the defense minister, the government is now hoping to add an additional 3 billion cedis to defense budgets next year.
And many would want to know how much of that is a percentage to our current GDP, or the one that we're projecting to have in 2026.
Well, so unfortunately, we've not been able to spend a lot on our defense, right? But this increment will take the number higher. What we understand is that if you look at the retooling of the Air Force, that will form a significant part of the defense budget this year. That's about 24% of the entire defense budget. But education and health still remain the biggest in terms of if you're comparing it to GDP, education and health remains the highest. But you can't take defense out of the top 5.
Well, Isaac Ofieje, thank you very much. That's the head of research at JoyNews.